it's me again with a few ideas on what you should be doing in the garden. Now, first of all, as we go towards winter in these autumn days, I thought I'd like to point out that why not put a few lights in your garden just to brighten it up. At this time of the year, if you've got those acers going that lovely red colour, you imagine the lights just shining on those red acers. And here we just brighten it through the grasses and the different herbaceous plants, and it just brightens it up. They're low voltage ones. You can get low voltage. You can get all sorts of lights that are very easy to use in your own garden without any trouble at all. On to some of those jobs. Now, if you've got a veg garden, you'll be very aware that I keep talking about the cabbage white butterflies. Watch for those. Plenty of caterpillars still on your cabbages and brassicas. But as we go towards winter, food will become much more precious for those naughty wood pigeons. Yes. So net your brassicas. That's everything from cauliflowers, cabbages, and everything like that. So just net them over. See that it's a small net so the birds don't get caught in them. You'll be harvesting your carrots. Your tomatoes are still ripening. See that they've got plenty of light and air around them to let them ripen up really well. And also you can still plant some garlic at this time of the year, or wait till November, which is the time when most people do it. But you can get in early if your veg plot's in good condition. Overwintering onions, put those in as well. So there's plenty to do in the veg garden. In the garden, well, at this time of the year, normally we're telling people to plant herbaceous plants. But seriously, the ground is too dry in the southeast. It's wetter as we go up through the Midlands and into the north of England. But if you're down in the south, I would wait a little longer before we start to plant herbaceous plants. Rambling roses you can cut at this time of the year. I often do mine in the spring, but you can actually cut them back at this time of the year, and it works very well indeed as well. Bulbs, really important time. I couldn't get a spade in the ground to naturalize any bulbs at this time of year, but it's really important to buy them. Buy them, and if you're buying from garden centres or nurseries, see that the bulb is nice and firm when you squeeze it. Don't ever buy soft bulbs because they just won't grow. Tulips, daffodils, narcissi, all those lovely bulbs that you could be planting in your garden for next spring, you've really got to get out there and buy them right now. As your bedding fades, doesn't mean it's finished. If it's still got flower or perhaps some seed heads, just cut it off with scissors and give them a last few feeds of liquid feed. And you'll most likely get those flowering baskets and troughs and containers into another month. But think about buying what plants you're going to plant it up with in the future, ready for winter. It's always not as easy, but violas, pansies, all those sort of things can make a nice colourful show. So there's a few ideas on what you should be doing in the garden from me, Ken, but there's more to be found on worldradiogardening.com. Help us grow our YouTube channel. Just hit subscribe.